Hello everyone, Jan here from One Church TO, and I've got a great verse to share with you for our Take 5 today. Isaiah 26:3 says, "You will keep in perfect peace those whose minds are steadfast because they trust in you." Perfect peace. That almost sounds too good to be true. Wouldn't it be nice if we were just zapped with peace when we need it the most, sort of like on demand? Sometimes there is that beautiful supernatural gift of peace that God gives to his needy child. But I have found most of the time, God's wonderful peace happens in the process of daily life, putting one foot in front of the other. It happens when we trust. And God is always nudging his children to graduate from trust 101 to 201 and beyond. So let's grow our trust today. Trust is always built through relationship. The more time you spend with someone, the more you will discover the depth of their credibility. Does what they say and how they act, do those two things add up? And you will quickly discern if someone has some authenticity or lack thereof. Can they be trusted? I heard a story once about a man named Jack who was out jogging, and he was jogging rather precariously close to a cliff, and sadly, he fell off. Grabbing hold of a branch on the way down, he was now stranded on the cliff, and no way up, no way down. And he began to get very upset and call out and say, "Hello, is anyone up there? Can anyone help me?" He yelled for quite some time and was ready to give up when he heard a voice saying, "Jack, can you hear me?" Yes, I can. I'm down here. "I can see you, Jack. Are you okay?" "Yes, I am. But who are you? Where are you?" "I am the Lord. I'm here. I'm right with you. I'm everywhere." "Okay, Lord, please help me get down. I promise I'll do anything you want. I'll be a good person. I'll go to church. I'll do everything right." "Jack, easy on the promises. Let's get you down and then we can talk." "Okay, God, anything you ask, I'm going to do." "Jack, let go of the branch." "What?" "I said, let go of the branch. Just trust me and let go." Hello? Is anyone else up there?" Jack had some trust issues. He couldn't let go because he didn't know the Lord. And one author said, the more we know of God, the more unreservedly we will trust him. And sadly, just the opposite happens. A little relationship, little knowledge, little trust. A deep trust in God cannot be earned through osmosis. Just because your grandmother goes to church is not enough for you. Having a faith vicariously passed through someone else is not going to cut it for you when you fall off the cliff. You need your own trust relationship with Jesus. And that is the best decision you will ever make, to know Jesus as Lord and Savior and guide and helper and daily companion. Oh, he is ultimately worthy of all our trust because he made the ultimate sacrifice for us. He gave up his life so we could have life. And if he took care of our worst problem, our sin, how can we not trust him with everything else? Get to know Jesus and your trust will blossom. And here's one other thing that although it's not easy, it will deepen your trust, and that's it. Keep trusting when things don't work out or when it seems like nothing has changed yet. Something special of God comes upon the life of the person who chooses to trust when it is the last thing you want to do. You can dig in your heels and say, "Nope, I'm not trusting anymore. It's just too hard and nothing is changing anyways." And it's true. Nothing visibly may be changing because we can't always see how God's working. His ways are not our ways. His timing we don't always get. We will be frustrated. But right there, at that moment, if you choose to trust, will you say, "Lord, I trust you regardless." God won't force you, and he won't hold your mistrust against you either. But something happens in our spirit either way. Either we steel our will and we move a little further from God, and so that when the next trial comes, it's even harder to trust God, or every tough time that we do choose to trust Him, a closeness is cultivated with Him. And in the person who chooses to trust, something else changes. Our verse gets personally proven. You will keep in perfect peace all who trust in you. You may find yourself knee deep in the battle today when trust is the last and the hardest thing to do. But if you trust in Him today, something of the presence of Jesus will blanket your life. It always does for the one who trusts Him. And I would rather trust the Lord with everything, the doubts, the disappointments, the wrestling of surrender, the unanswered questions, and know His closeness with me than breathe a moment's breath of life without Him. And I believe you do too. I want His peace in my life. So I'm praying that as you grow in relationship with Him and you keep trusting Him regardless, that perfect peace is going to be yours today too. Let me pray. Jesus, thank you so much for your love for us. We trust you today and we thank you for your peace. In your name, amen.